Nobody pull a hamstring.
Yeah,
Warm your butt cheeks up. Warm up your butt cheeks.
Cut there.
Copy that.
There you go. Here, come.
I broke it.
Ew.
No problem. You had it. All right, here we go.
The thing about time travel, I can't believe I made a whole movie with this thing on.
Yeah, does it look cool or doesn't feel cool, but if it looks cool, that's what matters.
Do you have any idea what's coursing through my veins right now?
Funyuns?
Yes.
Orange soda?
We are getting the whole team, aren't we? A duck! Good one.
See what I have to deal with here? 10 years.
Hi everyone, happy Comic-Con week. They finally dropped the Avengers Endgame Bloopers and Gag Reel. There's a whole bunch of deleted scenes they broke up in here too, so I'll explain what's going on. We're also doing that Avengers Endgame Blu-ray giveaway. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber and leave your favorite Marvel Phase 4 or Avengers Endgame moment on the video. I'll name a new winner at the end of this. There's about 15 or 16 different deleted scenes that they packed onto this, but it starts with the warm up your butt cheeks moment. That's actually part of the scene of everyone getting ready for the charge in the final Avengers Assemble scene when Captain America finally says the whole phrase. After 3 almost moments of saying the phrase, he actually said it during Avengers Age of Ultron right at the end, but Joss Whedon edited it so that it cut straight to the credits right before he said it. If you watch the gag reel from Age of Ultron, you can actually see Black Widow jump in front of Chris Evans and try to say it too.
Avengers!
Assemble!
Speaking of Black Widow, this is from when Black Widow and Hawkeye are traveling on the Guardian ship to Vormir. Definitely not like Budapest. Like we said, the Black Widow movie is basically covering all that Budapest stuff. I'll post a link to my Black Widow trailer breakdown from Comic-Con at the end of this. This is Rocket's nightmare come true. Thank you very much, Thick Thor, or the Lebowski Thor. Iron Man breaking the Tesseract prop in the basement of that shield base from Captain America Winter Soldier. If it wasn't clear, when they go back to the 1970s at that shield base, you get that awesome Stan Lee cameo, who also has an appearance in this, may he rest in peace. The underground bunker that they use the elevator to enter with the Yvette Nicole Brown community cameo, no less, is the bunker from Winter Soldier where they go down and they see Arnim Zola, who's uploaded himself into the computer. Yvette Nicole Brown was actually the second community cameo during the movie. Ken Jeong was the manager of the warehouse where Scott Lang's van was being stored earlier, and if his cameo felt kind of weird and almost a little too silly for the way they played it, or out of place somehow, he was actually supposed to have a cameo during Avengers Infinity War, but he had a scheduling conflict, so they just brought him back for Avengers Endgame. If you're not a longtime Russo brothers fan, the reason why there are so many community cameos in all of their Marvel movies is because a long time ago, they got their start directing television episodes. Community was one of the last really big shows that they did before they made the jump to doing really big Marvel movies. Poor Scarlet Witch can barely walk. This is from the scene where she just totally hulks out on Thanos, and he almost winds up killing half of his army just to stop her. This is from that epically huge deleted scene of everyone battle planning in the trenches after Doctor Strange portals all the other characters onto the battlefield. The scene would have originally come before the Avengers Assemble scene, but they felt like it just completely slowed the third act way down too much. So it's why in the theatrical cut that we all saw in the movie theaters, everyone portals in and then they just go straight to the Avengers Assemble charge where Cap calls the hammer back. Even though it is really fun to see these extra scenes, I do feel like the way that they cut it works better. Like they portal in, then they charge. They don't hit the pause button on the battle and then go run off to a trench and talk to each other, then have the big charge. Love the scene of Chris Evans just totally making fun of his Captain America outfit from the first Avengers film. When he's talking about this helmet, I can't believe I made a whole movie wearing this helmet. He is talking about the actual filming of the original Avengers movie way back in 2012. There's a long documented history of him hating that helmet, and the reason why he hated it so much is because his ears were covered, and when he was wearing it on set, he couldn't hear anything that anyone was saying, not the directors, not the actors, and it almost made it impossible for him to film with it. So when they got to Captain America Winter Soldier, they fixed the problem by just removing the parts of the helmet that covered his ears, so that's why the newer versions of the Captain America helmet don't have those earpieces on it. This is just from a bunch of alternate takes of War Machine making fun of thick Thor, not being able to stand him. There were a whole bunch of alternate lines to each of these scenes too, particularly Iron Man Robert Downey Jr. scenes. That's why they posted this other funny deleted scene moment of him preparing for a scene in the Avengers base. It's just him trying a couple different versions of a scene, yelling at everyone jokingly not to give him notes.
No notes! I mean, let's see how this first one goes. Anyone says cut, say it to my face where I can see you. Cut. Talent's ready.
They kind of do the same thing with Tom Holland when he's filming his Spider-Man big battle scenes. They don't give him a script because of security reasons. They're worried that he's going to give away big spoilers. But they'll just give him an idea for what they want in the scene and just have him try different versions till they get what they want from the scene. This is part of that deleted scene with Hulk and the Ancient One. They changed some of her dialogue when she explains how the Infinity Stones affect the flow of time. In the original version of the scene, they didn't have any of that explainer. Later on, they added the bit about the Infinity Stones creating branch realities just to make it clear why Captain America had to bring them back at the end of the movie and set up the plot twist for Tesseract Loki to go off into his Marvel Phase 4 series. Remember, they finally confirmed at the big Marvel Phase 4 panel that the Loki that we'll see during that is the version that escaped during Avengers Endgame with the Tesseract, creating an alternate reality. Love Iron Man dropping all the F-bombs he can because the trunk in the Audi e-tron that they're using is just closing automatically in the middle of their scene and he can't get it to stop. This Black Widow scene is from Vormir when Thanos came from 2014 with the Outriders to attack her and Hawkeye to stop them from taking the Soul Stone. This is even more of that really big deleted scene of them charging out of the trenches after they decided how they were going to attack Thanos. This is a deleted scene from Iron Man and the Avengers inside the Avengers base during the planning phase of them figuring out where all the Infinity Stones are located and which time periods they need to go back to. This is from Black Widow's final scene on Vormir right before they filmed her death scene, like saying goodbye to Jeremy Renner and all the crew members, like, alright, waving goodbye, I'll see you guys in the Black Widow movie, even though that's set during the past. This is more of that deleted scene of her fighting Thanos and the Outriders with Hawkeye on Vormir. That was actually a pretty big part of the film. As Jeremy Renner says, they completely changed it because it was way too complicated and they didn't want to spend extra money to have an extra battle on Vormir. This, as you would probably guess, is Iron Man right after they filmed his death scene, where Pepper Potts and Spider-Man come up and she says, "You can rest now, Tony, we're going to be okay." This is a deleted scene of Iron Man and Pepper Potts at their lake house when the Avengers come for the first time to get his help, and he invites them to stay for lunch. As long as you don't talk shop, you can stay for lunch. Presumably in this version of the scene, Pepper Potts just freaks out a little like, wait a minute, we have all the Avengers over for lunch? They're getting ready to drop the Avengers Endgame home video and Blu-ray release, so there's a whole bunch of other bonus features, deleted scenes, and extra long scenes. I'll do breakdown and Easter egg videos for all of that stuff in the next week or so, but there's a lot of it, and there's still a lot of other Comic-Con, Marvel Phase 4, and other videos that I'm working on, so leave all your video requests in the comments below, but there's a lot of really good stuff coming up. Next big video will be my Batman Hush video, and then a Thor 4 Love and Thunder breakdown. Congratulations to the giveaway winner from my last big Marvel video, DeFrans. Please email me on the About page of my channel so I can get your details. Click here for my Blade Reboot Marvel Phase 4 teaser breakdown from Comic-Con, and click here for my Black Widow Comic-Con trailer footage breakdown. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody stay awesome. I'll see you guys tonight.